Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, my last 30 years. It's good to see you. Today we're going to do a review of the Ego lawnmower and zero turn. Come on, let's take a look. Everybody want to meet my dog? That's my daughter's dog. He don't know what to think about the camera. First time on camera. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's a bad one. Alright. Tell you what, y'all hold tight. Let me put these dogs up. Alright, y'all. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind y'all, this is just a review video. This is not an unboxing. This is not total specs given, test on what it can do and what it can't do. This is just my personal review of using a product in real world experiences. And I hope y'all find that useful. I try to get straight to the point. So let's go on and get into the video. All right, I'm back. Let's get this review started. All right. Hear that beeping, because I still have it on, and I did put the brake on. So what I have here is the Ego zero turn with the traditional bars for steering, and I have the Ego 56 volt 21 inch push mower. All right, let's start with the push mower. The push mower, I'm going to start with it first. That's the first thing I bought. I bought it about 2 years ago. This is actually a new one. It hadn't even been used yet, even though it is a little dirty. First of all, let's say, when I first got the mower, loved it. Worked great. Didn't have to worry about gas, oil, none of that maintenance. The only thing I had to do was worry about charging the battery, keeping the blade sharp. Now, back in the 90s, 1990, I used to have a lawn service business, so I know a thing or two about mowers. And this one I was impressed with. And the reason I got a battery powered mower is because of my wife. I was having to store it in the garage at first, when we first moved out here about 11 years ago, and it had a lot of gas smells and this, that, and the other, and we spent a lot of time out in the garage because I'm a smoker and I don't smoke in the house, so, and I've got it set up, I got an office in the garage, and so we spent a lot of time out there, and she didn't want the gas smell, so I said okay. Wasn't a fan. I didn't think I was going to be a fan, a battery operated lawnmower, but I said I'll give it a try. Got it, fell in love with it. Powerful. When it hit a thick spot, the engine revved up automatically. Cut great. Didn't use the bagger, just used the mulching, and it worked great for about a year. What happened after a year, you say? Well, the next year I decided to use the bagger. I was getting a lot of thatch and a lot of buildup in my yard. I said, okay, this year I'm gonna bag it every time I cut it. And I started cutting it, and it bagged great. Worked great. And I started noticing that I had lines throughout my yard, different levels of it cutting. On the edge of the mower, it would leave a strip, or it would be a little uneven. I'd have to go down and go right back the same direction, and it cut just as much going the other direction as it did go in the first direction. So I said, something's going on with this thing. And I noticed that the rear wheels, when I would engage it, the rear wheels would pop up. If my wrist was the rear wheels, it would pop up. And that was giving me my unevenness, because it had so much torque, it would pop up and it wouldn't cut the grass evenly. So I had to go up and down, up and down, up and down twice. And effectively I had to cut my yard twice to get it level. I said, something ain't right. Well, so I took it in to Lowe's. Lowe's is another story. Maybe we'll get into that later. Customer service is not what it used to be. And I used to be an employee of Lowe's. So anyway, that's off subject. Get back to the lawnmower. So I took it to them, and they had it over 3 months. And they kept calling me and telling me it's ready. Or they wouldn't call me and tell me it was ready. I had to call them. Why didn't anybody call you? Well, we thought we did. Well, nobody ever called. So anyway, I'd go up there and the same thing. I said, let me check it out. And I'd turn it on, move forward with it. The rear wheels would raise up again. I said, it's not fixed. So they'd send it back. And a couple more times that happening, the head guy that did the repairs decided he was just gonna give me a new one. He said, yeah, there's a problem with it. It is raising up. He acknowledged all of that. Said, I'm gonna give you a new one. And he did, and the new one did the same thing. I said, look, just I'll take it. We'll see how it does. It didn't seem like it did it as bad, but I'll take it, see how it does. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how it's doing. But what I've come to the conclusion is, with the bagger on, I noticed that when the bagger's full, it would tilt. It would tilt up more when you engaged the gears for self-propel. The heavier the bag was, the more the back wheels would raise up. So I contributed that it being the bagger. I haven't cut the yard yet because I hadn't had enough grass to cut it, to test that theory out. But I believe that's what it is, because the first year I didn't use the bagger at all and it worked great. Second year, that's when I started having problems, when I started using the bag. So that was the problem with that. The performance of the lawnmower is great. I enjoy it. I think it has just as much power as a gas-powered mower. Very easy to adjust the height with one lever. It stores really easy and quick. No screw knobs. It has these just unlock and lock, and it's one handle to store. Very easy, very well thought out, very well designed, in my opinion, and it's working great. As far as the performance of it, my only issue was the wheels coming up and it not cutting level. But other than that, yeah, it works great. So I guess I'll have to wait and see if that was the problem, whether it was the bag or not. Now, the gentleman that worked on them who works for Ego, said that their commercial push mower, self-propelled push mower, may not do that. It's built a little differently, has a different deck, and he said if this one still keeps doing it, we'll swap out for that. So we'll see if that happens and whether he sticks to what he said. But as far as this 21-inch self-propelled mower, I wouldn't hesitate buying one again. I very rarely bag. If you bag, you may want to reconsider. I was just bagging because I had a lot of thatch build up and trying to get it up throughout the year instead of using a thatcher or dethatcher or something like that. But yeah, it works great for what I need it to be. And yes, I'd buy another one. As far as the customer service with Lowe's and with the mower, subpar at best. But I think y'all probably already know how that goes. Y'all, I sure hope this wind's not bothering y'all. Bear with me. I'm going to get a mic soon if I continue to have problems with it. All right, so zero turn. Let me turn y'all around here, give y'all a look. Zero turn. First of all, the price. You see it still has the price sticker on there. Okay, $5,499, and it comes with 4 batteries, 4 10-amp-hour batteries, I do believe. Now I got 6 in here, but it came with 4. And you need at least 15 amps to run it. Now, this is my second one from Lowe's. First one I got, it brought out, it didn't have everything that was supposed to come with it. They had 2 amp-hour batteries, 4 of them, brand new, in the package still, but they were only 4 amp hours. So it would barely run it because it needs 15 amps to even run. So I went back to them to get the right batteries. They didn't have the right batteries. They couldn't get the right batteries, or they wouldn't get the right batteries. They had the batteries on their website, but they weren't willing to spend that money to give me my batteries. I told them to come get it. I'd order from another store, and that's what I did. They came, got it, took everything back, and ordered from a different store. Now these are not used. I haven't had this unit but a couple of months, and it looks used, but it's not. It looks this way because Lowe's keeps their lawnmowers outdoors. Ironically, the manual says not to keep this outdoors, not to let it get rained on. So anyway, Lowe's keeps these outdoors. And they had a clearance on them. So they were marked down in all the stores. It wasn't a one store clearance, it was store wide. Clearance price, $1,999. $1,999, folks. I've been looking at these for years, and I really wanted them. I've watched a lot of videos on them, and I thought, man, that would be pretty good. That would be neat. Because I'd already gotten this one. I knew how much I was enjoying that, how the performance of it, how well it was doing. So when I saw that price, I jumped on it. Now, like I said, it had been outside, faded, you know, this, that, and the other. And I bought it, returned it, ordered another one from another store. It came, and it came with everything. It came with all the boxes that it was supposed to come, came with all the batteries that it was supposed to come with. And there was a couple extra batteries already in it. Those batteries, I believe, are over $500 a piece. And I got 4 of them. That's over $2,000 in batteries. And I already had a couple of other batteries because of my push mower I had, and I have a weed eater and a hedge trimmer, Ego brand. So I already had extra batteries too. So that's why I got 6 in there. But yeah, if you was to purchase those batteries separately, they would be over $2,000. And I got the mower and batteries for $2,000, $1,999. I thought it was a deal I couldn't pass up. And I decided to cut my yard with it. How'd that go? Amazing. Now, I cut the yard when it was still dormant, but it was about 4-5 inches high because I let it grow high for the winter to help insulate. And I cut it. And I cut this whole backyard and the front yard on about a half a charge. And I cut it low. I cut it down to the lowest setting, which was like 1 inch. And I blew the grass from over there all the way this way. And what I was doing, I was blowing all that dead grass and dethatched it and blowing it all to one side so I could collect it up. And it didn't slow down a bit. Every pass I made, it just went better. It cut it up, blew it out, threw it. Thoroughly impressed. Really was, guys. Cut the front yard, and it made it so much easier. So much easier. Now I had, at one time when I first moved here, I bought a Cub Cadet tractor. Just one of their small, you know, residential lawnmower tractors. And it was a pain to work around this yard. Backing up, pulling up, going, it was just changing the gears, forward, reverse. And it was a pain. And I got rid of it probably about a year and a half after I bought it. I just rather push the lawnmower. So this zero turn, folks, it makes light work of this yard. Even I got a slope, and I got a bigger slope on the inside. Comes that wind. Made light work of it. I could probably, it's about a half acre altogether. It's probably, this mower is probably too much for this yard, but it makes so much easy work on it. I can cut this yard once, and the time that I would take me to cut the front yard a half a time, half the yard in the front with a push mower. I could cut this whole yard with this mower here and be done. Love it. And the power is unbelievable. You're not going to be able to see it because I'm out in the sun. That's the LED screen, and you can set your power. You can set the power on the blades. You can set the power on the steering and the speed. You got like high, medium, and low, and turbo. You can set that turbo on, man, and it just gets it. So yeah, really great. First time checking out this camera, folks. It's kind of going dark. It's been getting hot, so I don't know. But anyway, bear with me. Would I recommend it? Yes. Would I buy it again? Yes. Would I pay original price for it? Almost $6,000. That's a tough one. I don't know. I didn't buy it in the beginning because of the price. The only reason I did buy it because it was on clearance. But you don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about oil. All you have to worry about is charging those batteries. And I've got a solar system, people. And that's all I've used to charge the batteries up, is with a solar system. So it ain't cost me a dime out of pocket more to run this thing. If you got a yard, acre, 2 acres, it works great. It works like a gas-powered mower. I don't even know if it works better. I haven't had a zero-turn gas-powered mower, but my buddy's got one, and I'm gonna take it over to his house one day. He got about 5 acres, and we're gonna cut the yard. We're going to see how well they do. I usually don't do reviews this quick on items that I've had only a couple of months. I like to really use them, get the feel for them, get the real world experience, so to speak, with them before I give a review. But I've had the push mower a couple of years, and I just had the zero turn in just a couple of months. So we're going to see how it does. But would I buy it for the regular price? If I had a larger lot, if I had, 2 acres or larger, yes. I could see me purchasing it then. For a residential yard, half acre or less, I don't think it would be worth it. To getting your money's worth out of it, at least. And I don't know if I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it, at $2,000. As far as the batteries, I know I got the money out of it. It was like buying the batteries and getting the mower for free is what I got. So I thought I got a good deal. I did get the extended warranty. That covered me in case there was an electrical problem or something like that because of it getting wet, being stored outside at Lowe's. So yes, if I had a larger piece of land, 1 acre up, 1 total acre of grass cutting up, yes, I think I'd get it for the regular price. I really do. Right now, that may change, but I wanted to do both videos at once because they were both Ego lawnmowers, and I've had that one for 2 years, and as far as the performance, it's done great. This one for 2 months, the performance has done great. So yes, again, I would get one, and I think they're still on sale at the publishing of this video. They were last week. They still had a couple of them. Good luck at getting it with Lowe's and getting what you're supposed to get. Stand your ground, and if you didn't get what you get, send it back and call another store and make sure it comes from a different store, because the way they do things now, when you order something, they just pick a store for you. Even if you're shopping at the store website and you're logged in and it says you're shopping at this store, you buy it, they may send it from another store. That has happened to me once or twice before. So make sure you're getting it from another store if you didn't get the right stuff from the first store. Do your due diligence. But it works. The performance is great. The power was there. I was really impressed with the power, ease of use. So yeah, hope y'all found this video helpful and informative, and if you did, Please hit that like and subscribe button. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Would you buy one? Have you had one? How did it work for you? Even if it wasn't this brand, have you had a different brand of battery operated zero turn or battery operated push mower? Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next review. Thanks y'all for coming. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Y'all have a great day.